Lucci gang, Lucci gang, Lucci gang, Lucci gang, Lucci gang, Lucci gang, Lucci gang.
Lucci gang.
Spent 3 racks on new main.
Yeah.
My bank love do complain.
Ooh.
Cardi Kaizoku.
In today's video, we'll be playing Michael Emeofa's Zoro list that won first place at Carta Magica's online treasure cup. You may also know Michael as CrossAi. I want to take time to shout out his YouTube channel. Since I have to play so much to get footage and then edit One Piece card game videos every day after that, I do get burnt out from consuming OPTCG content myself, but CrossAi is one of the few content creators I do always watch. I found Zoro to be the leader that has to make the most micro decisions in the game, especially in the mirror. So if you want a good in-depth guide on how to play Zoro better, CrossAi has a few free articles on his Patreon you should really check out. This is high-level advice that some other top One Piece players actually charge for, so it's really cool that some of this is for free on his Patreon. I also feel like his Zoro philosophy is really close to mine. He plays more mid-range, he runs Gordon, and even dropped Rush Zoro, which were decisions I had made as well. I was also one of the Zoro players who still ran 9-cost Whitebeard in OP03. There's also some spicy tech in here, like the Flamenco, Fiery Doll, and Starter Deck Luffy to adapt to the restricted list. I myself didn't have too much time to test Zoro after the restricted list hit since I started doing OP04 videos, so it's nice to see how Zoro has adapted since then. Anyway, this list feels really comfortable for me to run, and I hope you guys enjoy some OP3.5 content again for a change. Beep boop beep boo. Okay, with Zoro versus Whitebeard, Cross puts tech in this deck against Whitebeard. Let's see if we can pilot it correctly. I think we keep this hand. Play Izo. And Flamenco. Luffy on top, we'll pass. Yeah, Flamenco is for the Whitebeard matchup, right? Pass with no plays. Do I want to prioritize finding a Marco, or do I just want to play Flamenco out? 2 down leader, attack for 6. Take. Play Flamenco and pass. Attack with their leader for 6, we'll take. Beam will be good later. Okay, Frankie. 2 down leader, attack for 6. Take. And Izo. Weird. This is awkward. Play Whitebeard parts to find a Marco maybe. Get him. So both of our Luffys are on the bottom of the deck now. Play a second Flamenco and pass. We'll be at 7 down next turn. I could use 2 Flamenco hits to bring something down to -4. Attack with their leader for 6, we'll counter for 2. Put down on Frankie to attack for 7. We'll take this. They play what is he? Vanilla Luffy. I can Fire Fist right here. Right? That's better, right? 1 down leader, 2 down Flamenco, 2 down Flamenco. No. One of these Flamencos can't hit leader for 6. And then they'll play ace next turn with nothing really good to kill. On leader. Or I guess I can attack Flamenco into the Frankie. Attack Frankie, give him -2. With Flamenco. Maybe they'll... Oh no, he lets him die. Attack their leader with ours for 6. Counter for 1. Play out blocker Marco. We have 1 Dawn to spare. No, we don't. Play blocker Marco and pass. We'll take 1 hit and then we can Radical Beam for 4k. And then defend against an ace hit or something. They attack Flamenco with their leader for 6. On Luffy, attack us for 7. We'll block with Marco. Oh wait, oh fuck. I have to be at 2 life to revive him. Play Marco to kill our Flamenco. Okay, I fumbled that. Play Whitebeard. Attack their leader for 7. Counter for 2. Yeah, I really messed up there. Sorry for making your deck look bad, Cross. This is what happens when you restrict blocker Marco. You make people forget how he works. Play ace. Attack us with ace for 7, we'll counter for 1. Attack us with their leader for 7. We can afford to take 1. We pass. We don't open. Can't I just stack everything on Whitebeard? I'll leave 1 Dawn open for Radical Beam. Attack for 19k. I just have to survive one more turn. If this doesn't kill. Guard point, they need 8k more. They defend. Attack with our leader for 6. Counter for 2, we'll pass. As long as I don't die here, I think we win next turn. Don Marco, Don Luffy. These buggies don't have counter. So we have 2 life cards to depend on as well. They attack with their Marco for 8. We'll Radical Beam this, since it's convenient. They have 4k counter in hand. They attack with their Luffy for 7. Here for 3. With Ace for 7 we have to take. Whitebeard for 9 we have to take. Fiery Doll trigger comes out at the very end, which I have nothing to target now. Chopper blocker. And Fire Fist. Leader, attack with Whitebeard for 11, and then we'll Fiery Doll with our leader, and we win, nice. That's why he runs these cards. Get a rematch. Did we go first last time? I don't know. We'll go first again. I think Whitebeard likes to go second anyway. No 1-drop, we'll mulligan. Play buggy. Go with. Perfect. Pass. Pass as well. Early. Whiff again, 2 whips. Not good. Leader, attack for 6. Take, we'll pass. Whatever they play, we can Radical, Jet Pistol. They attack us with the leader for 6, we'll take. Frankie. Followed by Frankie, down leader, attack for 6. Take, we'll pass. 6 down, no ace yet. Can't really kill anything with Marco. They attack us with their leader for 7, we'll take. They play their own Marco to kill our buggy. We play out Flamenco? No, we play out Marco. Leader attack for 6. Take, we'll play Marco. Pass. I think we lose this game. The 9 cost Whitebeard when it's safe to play against the enemy leader Whitebeard is pretty nice. They attack with their leader for 6. Counter for 2. Attack with Marco for 7. We'll guard point the ace here. No, another Marco to kill our curly. And the chopper. Is it worth it to Fire Fist the chopper? No, I need this Red Hawk down leader. Play curly. Inotama. Flamenco. Need 2 down up. Make Marco an 8. Check for 8. We're in a guard point. Yep. I can make leader into an 8. Oops, I need Dawn for Red Hawk. What am I doing? Red Hawk would kill the blocker too. I fucked up again. Sorry, Cross. They block with chopper. We'll pass. Okay, since they blocked anyway, I didn't fuck up. It all worked out. 7 Dawn their Marco. Take one of these. Counter the other one. 4. Leader a 7, we cannot stop, we'll take. We play ace. Take us for 7, and we can't stop because freaking buggy has no counter. Okay, it all comes down to how many cards I have in hand. I wish I had a Fiery Doll right now. Leader. Marco. Back for 8. 2 cards. I guess this is all I can do. Back for 14, they can probably counter out of it and we lose. Yep. Just how it goes without Fiery Doll. Rematch? Never mind. Okay, bye. We have a Zoro versus Lucci. We'll go first. Keep. Pretty good start with a bunch of low cost searchers. We'll play Izo. Marco's not that great into Lucci because he has a lot of immune to KO effect cards, but still a good attacker, I guess. We'll pick him up. I swear, I played like 5 other games today where I didn't find any Marcos at all. Now I get it right away against the deck that has immune to KO characters. To play brand new and pick up a Kobe from the new starter deck. We'll attack with our leader for 5. Take. Play Curly. Pick up a Buggy. We should have taken the Gordon. Oh wait, actually, no, probably nothing we can kill in his deck. Except for like a Kuzan. Play the Buggy. Red Hawk. We'll pass. Yeah. Interesting thing to note is that this list from Cross was played before the new starter decks came out. But I don't think the new starter decks were that good that it changed anything. Like with their leader for 5, we'll take. Yeah, so this Kobe is new, but I don't think it changes anything in this matchup. Go Buggy with it. And he just dies right after. So it's 4 Dawn to kill a 1 cost. Don't know if that's worth. We'll attack Kobe with our Izo for 2. He dies. Attack with our leader for 5. Yeah, that was completely not worth it. That was 4 Dawn to kill a 1 cost. They counter for 2. They Marco kill brand new and pass. They attack Izo with the leader for 5. We have to watch out for Isho next turn. Get under 6 cards in hand somehow. They play Kuzan. Dang. Hit Jet Pistol him, but then we'll be vulnerable to Isho. Zone leader is Shockwave, so we should attack with Curly. Attack for 5. The Shockwave hits active characters only, so we attack with Curly first so that... Well, Curly is the only target that can be hit by Shockwave's second effect, which KOs an active 3 cost or less. By attacking with Curly first, we get that 5k hit in, and then that eats up a 2k counter, which is great for us. Attack with Marco for 7. A Shockwave here, but since our Curly is tapped, he doesn't die. That's something that you guys can pay attention to improve. Playing Zoro. Curly 2, that makes us maybe play a 1 cost, and then we can play Flamenco. Attack with our leader for 6. That'd still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 cards in hand. Oh, so if we're gonna discard anyway, will they take that 6k hit? Yeah, whatever. Like Curly. Oh, we whiff? Okay, that makes us go under 6. Thanks for whiffing. Play Flamenco. We play out the Machino then. Play out the Machino and pass. And then if he doesn't even run Isho, oh they just concede. We'll rematch then. They really conceded from us playing around Isho. Was it that big of a deal? Did they disconnect? Did they rage quit? You really rage quitted from not being able to make me discard 2 cards? Pretty weak. Okay, bye. We have a Zoro versus Yamato. Go first. This deck has never been tested against the Yamato because it's Cross's list from the Carta Magica tournament, which these starter decks weren't legal in. Or they weren't released yet, even. Play Izo. Second Marco. Pass. Would like to get a Gordon. Pass as well. Attack with our leader for... we'll play Whitebeard parts. Flamenco, hello. That works too. Attack with our leader for 5. Take, we'll play Flamenco and pass. Oh, but if I put down on Flamenco, I won't be able to play Marco. They attack with their leader for 5, we'll take. Ooh, a Gordon though. A Cracker. Cannot kill Cracker just yet. Attack with our leader for 5, they'll take to give their Cracker double attack. Pretty sure, yep. Play 1 Marco out anyway. Pass. Then we'll kill him with our second Marco next turn. Or potentially a Fire Fist if they play something else. We'll just take the double hit. Just means we draw 2 cards. Put 3 Dawn on Cracker. We'll take the double hit. They put 2 Dawn leader, attack us for 7. I cannot even defend this. Oh, I can. Yeah, I think I don't want to get too low, so we'll counter for 3. Pass, we'll do Don leader, Don Flamenco, attack their leader for 5, give -2. Cracker. Take, we'll play Marco. Get a cracker trigger. Okay, we'll Fire Fist instead. 3 Don, we have 2 Don left over. And leave 1 Don up for guard point. Alright, we Fire Fist in. Kill both crackers. They can Nari Kabuto arrow, right? Attack with Marco for 7. Burn it out of his hand. Oh, they counter for 2. Oh right, they're at 6k now. Whoops. We'll attack with our leader for 6. Counter for 1, we'll play Gordon and pass. 1 Don up for a guard point. They're not at Don for 9 cost Yamato yet. No, that's an OP04 card. For some reason, I always thought that Yamato 9 cost was in the Yamato starter deck, and it would make sense if it was, but it's not. 2 Don leader, attack Flamenco for 7. Bye-bye Flamenco. Okay, Shirahoshi, maybe a dead turn for them. It was. We can kill this Shirahoshi before they can top deck it or top life it with the Katakuri. Don leader. Put 1 Don Marco. It's a Nari Kabura. 5 Don, 2 Don left over. We'll just attack him for 8. We'll eat the arrow, yep. And we'll attack with our leader for 7. Eat a 2k. They take. So trigger, we'll play Marco to kill Shirahoshi. Pass with 1 Don up for guard point in case. They play 10 cost Big Mom, or 7 cost Big Mom. 3 Don makes them an 8. We can't defend with the guard point. I think we take. Ooh, we lose a Luffy, that would have been useful. And Don leader. Attack us for 6. A Marco for 6. We'll guard point because we don't have any counter in hand, unfortunately. They play a pudding. If I can get them to 0 life, I can Fiery Doll. They pick up another 7 cost Big Mom with their pudding. Place Chusen, discard a card to kill our Gordon. That means they have no Don up. Don leader. Don Marco, attack for 8. 2 cards to counter. Take. Get a Pearl Sparrow trigger, we'll put Don Marco, attack for 8. And we win. Rematch? Hope match? Okay, bye. We have a Zoro mirror. This is like the most brain intensive mirror in the game, I feel. We're going first, but we don't get any 1-drop, so we'll mulligan. We get an Ezo at least, we'll play him. And we whiff. Perfect. We'll pass. What a great start. They'll play 2 searchers and hit both. I'm sure of it. They play a Flamenco. We'll attack with our leader for 5. I think Cross's list also runs 2 Flamencos. Maybe he's running his list as well. Play Curly to Don. Ooh, it would have been nice to pick up this Marco. But we'll take a Gordon. Fiery Doll on top, right? Play Whitebeard Pirates. No Marco. Take an Ezo. Pass. Uh-oh. Maybe the Whitebeard Pirate should have come first. Or statistically, I probably no way of knowing which one was going to show up at this point because the game just started. Don't really have too much information to base that judgment call off of. They play Buggy. They pick up a Fire Fist. That's what I would do. Pick up a Jet Pistol. Okay, that means our Luffy is not safe. They Fire Fist now to kill our Ezo and Curly. I forgot what I had on board. They attack us with their leader for 5. We'll take. Fine, we can do the same, but we don't have any events, so we'll play Buggy to find one. We'll use a Whitebeard Pirates as ammo. We'll attack their leader with ours for 5. Take, we'll play an Ezo. More Fire Fist? No, let's take a 9-beard. Then we'll play Fire Fist, discard Whitebeard Pirates, kill Buggy Flamenco, and pass. We're too evenly matched. They play Curly to Dawn. They Fire Fist to kill our Buggy and Izo. Dawn Leader, attack us for 6, and then they found an Izo with their Curly. Guess we'll take this. Play Luffy, he just dies to the Jet Pistol. We'll play Buggy. Local Beam, nice. Would prefer a Marco or something though. We might have to play out a Jozu. Dawn Leader. The 2 Dawn Leader, attack for 7. Take. Play out a Jozu and pass. If Jozu eats the Jet Pistol, we're good with that. And then we have Ninebeard next turn, and they don't have a board full of weenies that can attack us for 7k, so I think it's a safe play. They play Zoro, that's gonna swing. Second Zoro, put Dawn Leader. They can put Dawn Curly, yeah, it's gonna be a painful turn. They attack with Curly for 5. Take this. Ooh, Gordon, no counter. Look with their leader for 6, we'll take. Alright, we can block the next 2 hits. Counter for 2 from 1 Zoro. Counter for 2, the other Zoro. Pass, okay. Thought it was safe to play Whitebeard, but it's not anymore. Leader. Let's kill Zoro for sure. Play Gordon. Give -3 to 1 Zoro. He's at 2. We'll attack with Jozu for 5. Guys. Need to leave 2 Dawn up. I have 5 Dawn left over. I could play the Luffy and just eat the Jet Pistol. Oh, but I want to play this other Gordon, so I can't do that. Gordon, give -3 to the other Zoro. I guess I have Dawn to spare now. Buggy attack Zoro for 5. He dies, we'll attack Curly for 6. He dies, I guess we play Jozu. Is that risky? Play Jozu and pass. If they play another rush guy, we may go down to 0 life. Play Izo. The Jozu of their own. Yeah, that Zoro swing turn for them was pretty pivotal, and I, at the time, had the perfect hand to suffer the most damage out of that, because I had like only 1 2k counter. The Jet Pistol or Jozu, yeah, if my hand had more 2k counters at that point, they'd be really far behind, but that wasn't the case. They put Dawn and Leader and attack Jozu for 6. This will guard point. Play another Rush Zoro. If he's playing Rush Zoro, it's not Cross's list, because well, the Cross list I'm running doesn't have any Rush Zoros in it. They play Flamenco. It's safe to drop Whitebeard. Let's say yes. Is it? Yes. Dropped Whitebeard, attack with our leader for 7. Take, pass. They put 6 Dawn Leader, I can't defend that, and then they have 4 Dawn left over, which they can't make anything else big enough to get through a Radical Beam. So we won't lose this turn. We won't lose this turn for sure, I think. But they could ping with 7k 3 times. That works too. Uh-oh. Okay, this card from hand, or from life, has to be a counter. Attack with Bladenko for 7. Dang, we're gonna lose because Luffy doesn't have counter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have to Radical Beam this. If I take it, they'll just put the rest of the Dawn on leader. Attack with leader for 7, we'll take 2k counter. I think that means we live, right? Yeah, 5 Dawn on Izo makes him an 8. They play Curly instead. But they gave -2k to our Jozu as well with their Flamenco. I don't know if that's gonna come into play. Pick up an Otama with Curly. Pick up another Otama with the other Curly. Pass. Alright, good luck. Dawn Leader. Back with Whitebeard for 11. Medical V. Oh no, card point. Jozu 2k. They have 2 Otamas in hand. We need to make a 7k. Jozu, attack for 7. There's the 2 Otamas. What do I do here? Redon makes Buggy a 7. They'll take. Yeah, then we have lethal. 4 Dawn Leader, attack for 10. 2 cards in hand. Ooh, it was 2 2Ks as well. Wow, scary. But we clutched it through, nice. Still got my Zoro chops, and they disconnect. Okay, bye. We have a Zoro versus Kaido, we'll go first. Keep. So. Now we're getting so many freaking Marcos. I swear every game today I played, I didn't find Marco until like my 30th search. 30th card, I mean. They play a blocker and pass. Play another Izo. Fiery Doll or Fire Fizz? Probably Fiery Doll. Do 2 Dawn Leader, attack for 7. Block a Higurashi, we'll pass. They play Onigashima. They have nothing to play this turn, they'll attack for 6. We'll take. Would have been nice to get as a trigger on their 10 cost Kaido or something. Alright. Guess we go wide. Or do we just play out Marco? They'll play 7 cost King next turn. Yeah, we should play Marco. Attack with our leader for 5. Counter for 1. We'll play Marco. They'll kill the Izos, but we'll still have Marco out. Attack with their leader for 5. Take. There's the king. Kill both Izos. That's okay with us. Need a way to give -1k to this king so I can jet pistol it, but I don't have anything. Dawn Leader, attack with Marco for 7. Take. They get some kind of trigger? Nope. I can just do 7k with leader. They take, and I can play Luffy 7k. Or do I just play another Marco in anticipation of 10 cost Kaido? Yeah, we'll play another Marco. Pass. I was debating saving it because they seem to be running both Higurashi and Domino. It'd be nice to have a Marco for that. We just need an Otama or Gordon to kill this king. We attack our leader with their king. I think we counter. 4. We have 4 events to revive our Marco, so 10 cost Kaido shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, they attack with their leader for 9. We'll take this. A guard point as well. They pass with 4 Dawn up. Make them use their event counters. Attack with Marco for 7. Thunderbagua? Oh, no, Hell's Judgment. Okay, that's another Hell's Judgment. The Don Marco attack for 8. It's probably a Thunderbagua this time. They take. Our leader is at 3k. I think I want to play Rush Luffy instead. Rush Luffy, attack for 7. Another Hell's Judgment. Pass. We have Guard Point and Radical Beam. I'm pretty sure we can save our board. They're at 9 Dawn this turn. Attack our leader with King for 7. Guard Point. I was recording for an hour earlier, but I realized I was using the wrong Zoro deck because I have like 5 different Zoro decks saved. So I can't use any of that footage. Now I have the correct Zoro deck. So sorry if I'm a little low energy right now. Promise I was a lot funnier earlier, but I don't know if I can use any of that footage. Because I was mentioning that I was using Cross's deck the entire time, but I wasn't. Maybe I just shouldn't mention it in videos so that they're generic enough that I can reuse it for other videos. Well, I've already mentioned Cross a few times in this video, but I'm using his list this time for sure, so no problems. They attack with their leader for 9. We'll guard point, counter for 2. They play Higurashi blocker and pass 3 down up. Probably Hell's Judgment again. 2 down leader. 1 down Marco, attack for 8. They block with Higurashi. 1 down Marco, attack for 8. Making it awkward for him to Hell's Judgment. They take. The Flamenco's 2, then I have 5 down. I want to leave 2 down up, 3 down to work with. Down Luffy, attack for 8. And then 2 down on leader to attack for 8. Take. Or do I just go for lethal then? Let's be safe. 2 down leader, attack for 8. Come Jet Gatling and then counter for 1. They Flamenco and pass. They 10 cost Kaido, we revive both Marcos and they just finish next turn. They attack with King, we Red Hawk, and then they attack with Leader, we Makino, and then they'll 10 cost Kaido. Did I just say Miyakino? That out. Ooh, 7 down Leader. 2 hours. We'll take. They use their Leader ability. Return 7 and attack us for 7k. We Red Hawk. I think if they had put the 3 down on King, we would have lost actually. Scary. Yep, well, they actually had it. Right? 10k, I would have been able to counter for 6k max. Oh no, yeah, I would have still lived. Red Hawk plus Makino would put me at 11, which would be 1k higher than the 10. I'm really tired, I can't math that quickly. Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.